800-614-7038. Again, 800-614-7038. Shipping and processing fees apply.
Work out for me, work out for me.
Yeah, that's right, baby. We are back, and you're listening to the Original Sports Show, and I'm your host, Leopold Jeans, the Big OG, broadcasting live here on CRN Digital Talk Radio, baby. Give us a call today. Let's talk some sports, let's talk some life, and let's talk some love, because that's what we do on the Original Sports Show, baby. Out here on Bighorn Productions, me, my engineer Matt, taking over the world 1 hour at a time. 1 hour at a time, because that's what we do on the OG Sports Show, baby. Only for the OGs. Make sure you go to OGSportsShow.com and become a member, become OG, and make sure you follow us on Twitter at OG Sports. That's right, baby. We don't stop. There's nothing going to stop us. Nothing going to stop the OG Sports Show. We've come a long way, you know what? And we're going to keep rolling, because that's what we do on the Original Sports Show. Yeah, Yeah, and I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about some college football. We're going to talk some college football. We got some big games today. This is like the best time of the year for college football. We got some big time battles going on today. In case you didn't know, baby. Well, we got UCLA and USC. Shoot. Come on, man. That polarizes the whole city of Los Angeles. The whole city of Los Angeles stops over this game. In case you guys are wondering what it's like all throughout the country, because we're listened to worldwide, nationwide, and all throughout the country. USC, UCLA is big time. And as great as UCLA is playing this year, I'll tell you what, USC is going to draw the line. They're going to draw two lines, and it's going to save Lane Kiffin's job, okay? They're going to draw the line with UCLA, and they're going to draw the line with Notre Dame. And I'll tell you why. USC is not going to lose to UCLA. I hate to break it to you. UCLA is a great football team. They make big plays. They're spectacular on offense. They're really good on defense. But what it's going to come down to is pure rivalry factor. Okay? They don't like each other. It's like, it just does. It's not going to work out. They're two teams that do not like each other. And as much as UCLA hates USC, and as much as USC hates UCLA, I hate to break it to you, but USC has a little more talent. Keys to this game, though. I'm going to give you some keys to this game. Key player to watch out is for Anthony Barr, that defensive end, outside linebacker for UCLA. Okay? This kid is a beast. He's a monster. And if he gets started and gets hot and gets his hands on Matt Barkley, watch out. He's a game changer. He's one of those guys that could change the whole game, could change the whole momentum of the game. Okay? So that's something you got to watch out for. And I said that now at 11:38. So remember that when you're watching the game later. Watch out for Anthony Barr. He's one of those momentum-stealing type of football players. I do think that USC can exploit UCLA's defense. Their secondary, they got great wideouts. They got great wide receivers. They have a great passing game. If they stick to that, they'll be all right. They can also run on UCLA too. Don't get it twisted. USC's offensive line isn't as great as it has been in the previous years, but I give the edge to USC. Okay, in this game, I give the edge to USC, and I think they'll draw the line in the sand, at the beach, because that's where we live in California, with UCLA and Notre Dame. And we'll talk a little bit about USC Notre Dame as well. Why not? Hey, I'll tell you what, Notre Dame, as great as that defense is, USC, if they pass the ball 50 times, they'll beat them. Because the Notre Dame secondary has not seen an offensive passing attack like USC has. And USC can beat them if they pass the ball. If they try to play this pound and ground run game against Notre Dame, they're going to make it a game. That's what I said with Oklahoma when Oklahoma lost to Notre Dame a few weeks ago. Why isn't Oklahoma passing the ball every single play? Their coach was stubborn, and because Notre Dame had not given up a rushing touchdown, and Oklahoma's ego got in the way, and they're like, we're gonna score a rushing touchdown on you. We're gonna score a rushing touchdown on you, and they scored one, but had it called back, and then they scored it again late in the fourth quarter. And you know what? It was a little too late. You got one of the top quarterbacks in college football, in that Landry kid out there. Why didn't you guys just pass the ball 50 times on Notre Dame? You could have beat them. You could have smoked them. It's all about your approach to the game. Don't stoop your game down to Notre Dame's level. Because I tell you what, if you try to run on Notre Dame, they got that beast monster in the middle named Manti Te'o, whatever you want to call him, the guy that snubbed Ken Norton and USC to go to Notre Dame and is making a tremendous run for the Heisman Trophy because he's just a big-time playmaker, best linebacker in college football, no doubt. The guy's a monster. That guy's in the middle waiting for you to come running his way. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to knock your block off because that's what he does for a living. He knocks your block off. Now, if you guys pass and exploit Notre Dame's weakness on their defense, which is their secondary, not their front four and their linebackers, I'm not an offensive coordinator. It's not what I signed up to do. But in my analysis of college football, the teams that pass on Notre Dame's number 1 ranked defense have success when they pass on them, not when they run on them. Don't be stubborn. Take what they give you. Take what they give you. You know, if you got a hot chick and you're on a date and she only lets you get to first base, take what she gives you. You know, be a gentleman. It doesn't mean you won't hit a home run later. But, you know, take what they give you because you never know what's going to happen in the fourth quarter. After a couple drinks, you might get that home run. I'm just, giving you a comparison there. Now, like I said, Notre Dame's defense is creme de la creme. Give them credit. Give them props. They're playing great. They're great. And, to tell you guys all the truth here, Oregon, Kansas State, Alabama, all of those schools, none of them can stop Oregon. None of them. They couldn't hold Oregon's jockstrap. Kansas State being ranked number 1 in the BCS is a joke. And you guys can miss me with this strength of conference thing you have going on. That strength of conference myth you have going on. It's a myth. Give me a break. Oregon is the number 1 team in the country. No question about it. They'll blast Kansas State. They'll blast Oregon. And they'll blast Kansas State. They'll blast Alabama. And they'll blast Notre Dame. That's a team that once they get hot, get out of their way. And we'll talk about that a little bit more when we come back on the OG Sports Show, baby. Oregon is the number 1 team in the country. That's right. I said it here on the Original Sports Show, baby. OG. The Original Sports Show is sponsored by House of Ink Tattoo,